In this episode, we cover the NBA's response to the betting scandals, major rule changes, the Joker making history, Giannis trade rumors, and the rise of Unrivaled, and why women's basketball continues to outpace the noise.
Welcome back to another episode of From the Rafters Pod.
A podcast about changing the way fans talk about basketball in a world full of media myths. We are here to give you the data, the evidence, and our informed opinions. Welcome back to the show.
Awesome.
With Kevin Dev.
Yeah. We in here.
I thought you were going to say it, so I waited.
No, you said the other part, so I thought I was just rolling with it. Are you want to do it again?
No.
All right, then. All right, so this past week, or last week, we had the in-season tournament championship between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs, in which the Knicks defeated the Spurs to win the NBA championship,
It's
or
like
so
it
appeared.
First championship at all, I guess, in like over 50 years for New York.
Yeah, you know, good for them. They needed something, cause
yeah, you need a little something.
You know
how we all understand them long stretches of drought.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know, you would have thought for a second the Knicks won the NBA Finals based on the way some of their fans were acting.
Agree.
It was a good game, I would say, overall. You know, Jalen Brunson took home the MVP.
As
to some people, that could have been a little controversial given OG Anunoby put up 28 and 9.
Oh, that's right.
But Jalen put up 25 points, 8 assists, 4 boards. You know, he always does his thing for the Knicks.
He also gave it all all the glory to his teammates.
Yeah, and I like that he did that
Me
after
too.
when they were interviewing him
Like,
after the game.
I'm not here without them. I liked that.
Great leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Wemby put up 18 points, 6 rebounds. He went 2 of 6 from 3, and he was minus 18 for the game. I will give him some slack. He was dealing with a loss. He lost his grandma the same day and went out there and played.
Oh, no.
So super tough.
That's devastating, yeah.
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 Do you remember what I said to you about the game, though, when the Spurs were losing? Because I feel like I was, like, partially working that night.
You were.
And
shocker. Just kidding.
yeah, and do you remember what I said when I was like, oh, they're losing, and especially down the stretch? I said something about Wemby's game.
Okay. I don't remember.
Oh, I was like, oh, he probably shooting too many threes tonight.
He was, and he looked a little gassed, like he didn't have like stamina in the later half of the game. Like middle of the third on, it looked like he just was like really running out of steam.
Which makes sense given what he was dealing with off the court.
Exactly. Absolutely.
But you remember what I said during our season preview? I was like, Wemby could really make a jump this year and could really put himself in the MVP conversation if he shoots less threes.
Shot less threes. Yeah, you did say that.
So I started looking at some of the numbers because on the surface, this looks plausible. Like, to me, it makes sense. But I was like, gotta check the data.
Of course. That's what our podcast is about.
So last year, Wemby averaged 8 threes attempted per game. That's crazy.
Okay.
Crazy. I didn't think his number would have been that high for someone 9 feet tall, but it was. So this season, he's averaging about 4.4 attempts per game. Yeah. Let's call it 4.5 per game. So he's played 16 games this season. The Spurs are 10-6 with him in the lineup. He's shooting 36% from 3. So he's making about 1.6 threes per game on 4.5 attempts per game, right?
Okay.
So then I was like, all right, let's look at the games when he plays where the Spurs win versus the games where the Spurs lose. So in the 10 wins that they have, he's still making his 1.5 threes per game. But he's attempting 4, so a little bit below the 4.5 average, and he's shooting 38%.
Mm-hmm.
In the losses, he's making 1.8 threes per game, so a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But he's attempting 5.3 attempts per game, so that's about 34% more than when they win. So, this is, in some regards, it's a marginal difference. But the takeaway here is the more threes he shoots, the more likely it is they're going to lose. So he needs to get his big behind inside the 3-point line and put pressure on that defense. Because I know if I'm guarding Wemby, I would much rather him settle shooting threes than putting pressure on my defense where I got to guard him inside the house, a.k.a. inside the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. Because everything inside the 3-point line for him it can be a layup. I'll put it that way.
I'm screaming. Yeah. It also just puts the other team's bigs in foul trouble much more quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the big thing for me with this whole in-season tournament, though, aside from the player's performance, is the in-season tournament cooked already? Like, is it played out? Is it time to retire it?
I'm not going to hold you. I was checked out of it this year. I was like, oh, they're in the semis? I was like, oh, this is the final?
Yeah, kind of like...
Didn't know who was in it. Didn't know when it was coming on.
Yeah, I don't know if with the new kind of broadcasting schedule, and again, I'm probably watching less nationally televised games this year because now I'm watching League Pass. Mm-hmm. And so...
Sorry, you watched the mic just literally almost hit me in the face.
It did the Michael Jackson joint.
That was crazy.
But
okay.
I've been watching more League Pass, so I'm probably seeing less of the national broadcast schedule as if I were just watching TNT and ESPN where they advertise like the cup games. So that may be part of it, but NBA has to figure out something from a marketing perspective. But what they also have to figure out...
Hire me. Sorry.
Facts, hire Devin. But what they also have to figure out is how do you make the league itself, not even the fans, how do you make the league itself value the in-season tournament? Because the Knicks won it, and they were like, we're not hanging up a banner. And I was like, ooh, that's going to be a PR nightmare. And Adam Silver is going to have to make some phone calls.
I'm pausing because I'm trying to remember, like, who won it last year? The Bucks?
The Bucks won it. And they hung a banner.
They did. The Lakers?
They won it. They hung a banner.
Both of them also have chips, though. So is it just like...
I would almost expect them to not hang it because they have chips.
That's true. That's what
right?
That's true.
And I think...
But... interesting. They're not... He said they're not hanging a banner.
Yeah, because they want to win the big one. They want to win the real one. And so I think they're going to have to put one up. I think the league is going to have to make them put one up. Because here's the thing.
That'll make people definitely lose respect for the tournament if the organization doesn't put up a banner.
It's been hard to get fans to adopt this tournament and like really understand the purpose of it.
And the lime green courts that be reflective off of people's faces.
Yeah, and so if the team that wins it isn't even going to value winning this championship enough to commemorate it in their stadium, then why as a fan should I care when this rolls around?
Exactly.
And this shows you why the NBA needs its stars like LeBron, Giannis, Steph, the KDs, and even like those big market franchises like LA, Boston, would have been New York to value something like this if they wanted to kind of catch on and have steam for years to come, because that's the only way fans are going to care. Right. Like when LeBron won it, it was like special. He won the first one.
And it was the first one. Yeah.
Right. When Giannis won it, you know, he's the embodiment of hard work.
That was also a competitive game too.
Yeah.
Weren't they playing the Pacers?
You would probably know better than me because I know you're like
Pacers jacket.
Yeah.
On.
Oh yeah.
That was NBA All-Star Indy jacket on.
Yeah, but so we're gonna have to see, man. They hopefully they make the Knicks hang up their banner, because if they don't, I would imagine everyone's gonna remember that next year when NBA Cup season rolls around.
Absolutely. Interesting. And there's also been a few other changes that are happening in the NBA. Obviously, we know that there's been an influx in indictments and scandals and accusations that have been surrounding the NBA and the MLB, I will say also.
False accusation. The Rick Ross. Sorry.
But the NBA is making some is in the process of making some serious potential changes to reduce this. So they're considering a policy change that will directly affect the process of teams tanking, injury reporting, prop bets, program gambling, and the league's ability to investigate unusual betting activity. What are you laughing?
I'm laughing at prop bets because, all right, y'all. So Devin has this Pistons blanket from like the 04 era. It has
the 04 championship. Don't be disrespectful.
Championship. It has all their main guys: Ben, Rip, Tayshaun, Chauncey, and
Rashid.
Oh, Rashid's on it. It has 5.
Finish the 5.
I didn't realize it was 5 people on there. The reason is because each time I'll pull it back.
It's a blanket. Yeah, you can't see everybody. It makes sense.
I see Chauncey.
You see that chip, though. You see that trophy.
I just see Chauncey.
You see the chip. I know.
And I'll be like, dang.
I know. I texted my dad the other day. I'm like, man, so is he just like, we think he's just like chilling at home right now?
That man is stressed.
I know. I feel bad. No, I mean just staying inside. I feel bad. What if it comes out that he had nothing, he didn't know, like what John Sally has said. Like, he was going to the poker games. He was playing. He's getting paid because he's the celebrity appearance person. And then they.
We will see.
I think it's not till March.
Dang. We will wait.
Exactly. But anyway, continue what you were saying.
Nah, that's all I had. You asked me why I was laughing. I was thinking about your blanket that I be using.
If y'all saw that episode where we talked about that, I was very hurt. I almost cried. That was painful. But anyway, here's how they're proposing to change some of these things. So teams will be required to submit injury reports on game day between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. local time.
Oh, wow. So a lot earlier than
normal.
15 minutes before game time.
Right. And they must update public injury reports on NBA.com every 15 minutes.
Wait, what?
Not every hour, every 15 minutes.
So was it an hour before?
It was hourly before.
Oh, wow.
Also, in terms of the tanking situation, the league is looking to modify its rules regarding draft pick protection and the draft lottery. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but no longer are they going to so obviously,
Yeah, like you can't just shut your players down.
Right. And just check out.
Or like what Chauncey was saying when they were in tanking mode. You find ways to lose games down the stretch. And it's not hard when you have young teams, too.
Yeah. And then for betting, the NBA is trying to get control over the types of bets that are offered on their games and players because they currently don't have control over that. Sorry. They're also pushing gaming companies for changes to prop bets that concern individual players. So they're limiting the max amount that can be bet. They're putting limitation on unders. Yeah, that one is specifically, I think, thanks to Mr. Rozier. Limiting population of players and then eliminating problematic bet types like bets on an action or like a single play. So I'm unsure on when these changes are going to come into effect, but they are working on them and they're coming.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In some sort of fashion.
Yeah, like sports betting has done a lot of good, but it's also done a lot of bad, from player harassment to it kind of exploits stupid people too.
It's just like most things when people try to abuse the system.
Yeah, and I dabble with sports betting, but you know what type of bets I don't do anymore, or like rarely, are the prop bets.
Yeah,
like the easiest way to throw your money away. Like I have people that love putting together 8-leg prop bet parlays where you need guys to score a certain number of rebounds, assists, points, threes, and that's just like so hard to predict. I would stick to betting parlays in terms of wins and losses. And if you want a little razzle dazzle, isn't that what they say on TikTok? Like a little razzle dazzle, bet the spread.
You sounded just like a boomer. Is that what they say on TikTok? That what the kids saying on TikTok?
I got a little boomer in me.
You do, especially when you try to work Instagram. Wow. Okay. Despite all these changes, there have been some interesting things happening in the NBA, just general gameplay. Mm-hmm. Who have you been seeing? Who's been standing out to you? What's happening in your world?
I have been shocked.
Okay. Bye.
Detroit basketball.
Pew, 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 pew. Whoop. Pew, pew, pew. Watch us on YouTube if you have no idea what's happening.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, the Pistons are number 1 in the East.
Still number 1 in the East. I'm sorry. The last time we talked about it, they hadn't played that many games. But now it's like weeks later, and they're still number 1 in the East.
Yeah, and like I knew the East was going to be wide open. I didn't expect them to be at the top. And I also didn't realize Cade was like number 7 in MVP voting last season. Yeah. And his stats this season, he's the same guy. Like I was like, did Cade make a big leap? Because watching him, he looks like a better player, which I think he is, even though the stats won't point you in that direction. They're kind of flat, but I think he's playing the right way, and I think it just speaks to how the team has gotten better. And now,
I love them. Like them as a unit is my favorite thing to watch right now.
remember what I said to you about, the last couple of years, and especially when I was like, you guys should just lose all these games.
Tank.
So you can get a better draft pick.
Yeah.
Even though you kept ending up with 5th.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I hope that's one of the things they change.
But I was like, as this team gets older and mature, they'll learn how to win some more games. And I think you're starting to see it, like especially some of those closer contests.
Mm-hmm. There's somebody that obviously we've been seeing. He's a 3-time MVP, Jokic.
Oh.
But he recently surpassed Kareem for the most assists by center in NBA history. This happened last week.
Kareem was the leader at that?
I think he was.
I guess that kind of makes sense because he was scoring so much that you would double and somebody got to be
center
open.
Also.
Yeah.
Center, yeah.
Yeah, wow, surprising. Well, he's going to smoke him in that, he's going to quadruple that number probably.
Yeah, right now, hold on.
Or maybe triple it. It's probably better.
He passed him. It was originally Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, and now Joker at the top.
Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Bucket getters, draw double teams.
He got his 13th triple-double in that same game, and he's averaging, a triple-double in the last 26 games he's played. So he's still giving
MVP vibes.
Yeah. My question with that, though, is another player that came up when I was looking at Joker's numbers was Jamal Murray. I hadn't realized that he has never been an All-Star.
Yeah, it's hard in the West, man. There's so many guards out there.
I know. And he's one of the people who came out and then he got hurt. And then he kind of went under the radar in terms of media attention. But he's having the best season so far. He's averaging 25.2 points. He averaged 21.1 points just in December. And he also had a 52-point game a few weeks ago. And I'm like, man, is he finally going to make it?
Yeah, I'll say this. I was one of the first people on the Jamal Murray bandwagon before anyone knew who he was. I picked him in fantasy one year, and people were like, "Oh, that was an interesting pick."
Yeah, and then he was balling.
Yeah. Take that, Dwayne.
I'm crying. I also wanted to bring up that just very quickly that the trade deadline is on February 5th, and I'm anticipating some jaw-dropping situations to happen. I know that the Lakers were looking at getting Andrew Wiggins. From Miami, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. They said that Rui and Gabe Vincent, Tyler Perry, he looks just...
They gonna trade them too for Wiggins?
Well, their contracts are ending.
Oh.
So that was an option, but there's also this rumor or potential blockbuster trade, obviously, with Giannis happening. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Giannis, the Bucks are saying that they're not looking to trade Giannis unless he demands it. And then Giannis is like, at the end of the day, I'm just focused on getting healthy. I'm locked in on my teammates, blah, blah, blah. Very PR answer.
Yeah, I was about to say PR, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so I just, again, am anticipating something between now and February that's going to be interesting.
I thought you was going to say at the end of the day got to end, but that's not the route you went. But yeah, we could see players like LaMelo move, which I saw something today. I didn't check it.
Forgot about him completely.
But they were like, oh, the Clippers could be looking at LaMelo. And I was like, that actually would make sense because that's a franchise that's clearly not committed to winning.
Oh, yeah.
Shots fired.
That was shots fired.
CP3, I got you.
Did you also know that the NBA may be expanding?
I mean, they've, Vegas.
Seattle.
Are they looking at going
Vegas,
back? Okay.
And other places, too. But they're officially going to announce something in 2026.
Interesting. Looking forward to that. We're going to look out for that. Also, the Cavs suck.
Wait, oh, sorry. Go back. What?
The Cavs suck. I'm just happy because
really?
They're in 8th place. The last couple of years they've been in
they've been the number one. They were in the number one seed.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, could it be their time?" No, I don't. I've never had faith in them.
Didn't they lose in the first round of the playoffs last year?
I mean, I don't pay any attention to them, so I think you're right.
Crying.
But yeah, first round, second round, never had a chance. I think they have some issues right now, and even their owner, I think is probably going to become a bit more hands-on, but they have questions about is Jared Allen and Mobley a good fit together in the front court? Then you got Donovan Mitchell. He gets banged up, and they have dealt with some injuries this year. They've had Garland hurt in years past.
And the start of this year, too.
Yeah, so, like, they've had up and downs in the lineup. But also, you know, you got Donovan Mitchell, who's going to score a lot of points. They kind of need some help on defense. And I think the issue they've been running into this year, as per their coach, is, like, finding that balance between rebounding and getting back in transition to stop transition points. I'm like, their best bet, if they're going to run that Allen Mobley, those two got to be able to rebound. The other three got to get back. But yeah, that's Coach Kev coming out. But yeah, the Cavs suck and the Clippers suck more. I'm done.
Wow.
Clippers have 6 wins this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're like the Pacers. I didn't
know it was that bad.
And the Pacers don't have Halliburton, and they lost Miles Turner.
They also had 8 injuries.
Right.
8 people were out at the same time.
Like, yeah, if I would have told you the Clippers were racing to the bottom against the Wizards at the start of the year, you would have told me I was crazy. But Clippers got 6 wins. Wizards got 4.
Dang.
Yeah.
You know.
R.I.P.
Yeah, Anyway, moving along to women's basketball. So, one thing I have to say about college women's basketball is UConn.
The UConn. Didn't Justin Bieber make a song about them?
UConn has been tearing it up. They are undefeated. Also, they're defending champions, don't forget. But their wins are not just cute little wins. They are blowouts. Anywhere from like 18 to 40 points, maybe more. And, you know, I saw this NBA skills coach who, his name I think is Chris Brickley. I put Chris B. And I was like, it's not Chris Breezy. Yeah, that's what he is a skills coach. He trained LeBron, KD, Paige, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid. And he said that AZ Fudd's ceiling is not even close. Like, she's not even close to hitting her ceiling, even with how amazing she's been playing. He said that she's shooting 50% from the field, 52% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line. How many NBA players are shooting 100% from the free throw line?
0.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's probably one that's played in like one game or something.
Yeah. Obviously, she's playing in all of them, and she's a starter.
Yeah, the 53% from 3 on 6 attempts per game is crazy.
Yeah. What are you seeing in the WNBA college world?
Texas is ranked number 2, and Madison Booker is still giving out buckets.
She is, yeah.
I like her game a lot.
I do too.
And I think, just to go back to your UConn point, because I'm always thinking about this WNBA draft that's coming up.
I know.
And AZ putting up 18, but shooting at the percentages that she's shooting at, I think that helps her stay a top pick, because if I'm building a team, let's face it, AZ's been a bit injury prone during her career. That's a huge concern for me as a GM and a coach. But that shooting,
is insane.
It's insane. Yeah, and then Joyce Edwards stepping it up for South Carolina. You know,
yeah,
she's been playing really well. 21 points per game, which I was surprised, because South Carolina brought in the leading scorer from last season, Tanaya Lotson. But yeah, Joyce has been kind of shouldering the load for the Gamecocks.
Agree.
Been liking that. So yeah, the Wings. Decent chance they go Iowa fam.
Okay.
I need to.
Spain.
Yeah, I need to look her up a little bit more. But I think at 6'6" as a center, based on the way she plays, I probably would take her over Lauren Betts.
And I was saying that, like, I think that a big would be a good fit for them. And then she comes in as a very versatile, dominant big as well.
And so, you know, the Sky have the 5th pick. And up until recently, Flaugier was projected to go number 5. As a little, Angel has said she's coming back to the Sky because she's under contract. And I guess unlike the NBA, it's hard to demand trades in the W at the same clip, because you can't afford just to sit out without pay, because they'll be paying these ladies, even though Angel could, because she get bang off the court. But Olivia Miles is projected to go number 4 to Washington. Number 5 to Chicago now is Tanaya Lotson, shot creator.
From South Carolina.
If I'm Chicago though, I kind of rather get Olivia Miles because I don't want someone that can just score and open up the floor for Angel or
You
for
want a true point guard.
for Camila. Yeah, I need a true point guard that can also get to a bucket.
We went through enough of those games.
Yeah, Olivia Miles has been putting up like 30-point triple doubles. She did it with her teammate the other night.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they could, I would try to trade up, because the Mystics also have Georgia Moore, who's coming back from injury, so they might have a question mark there.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Olivia Miles is probably better than her, but they also have Shug Sutton, who balled out for them, and so if I'm Chicago, I'm trying to move up to that 4th pick.
I think that makes sense. I like that. I also want to end the segment really quickly with giving a congratulations to co-founders Brianna Stewart and Nafisa Collier on being named as Sports Illustrated's Innovators of the Year. We'll be talking more about Unrivaled in next week's episode, as we're coming down to it's starting soon. But the award highlights people who have a significant hand in shaping the future of sports with cutting-edge success in performance, business, and technology. The Unrivaled League does all those things. I saw a few comments. I'll put them on the screen too, because I'm putting their full names on here. Under a post that was congratulating Nafisa and Brianna Stewart, or Stewie. I never say her first name. I always call her Stewie. I just want to say it because for the sake of like professionalism. But just some dumb, ignorant stuff that they were saying about people being uninterested. Who watches it? Like, I vape and sit on the toilet. Can I get an award for that?
First of all, why are you vaping?
I just also am like, why? But like, since you put it out there, I will put it on the screen. It's just like, so I do want to just quickly say, just a quick run through of what Unrivaled accomplished in its inaugural season. So they signed over 20 corporate partners. They generated 589 million earned and owned social media impressions. They reached 11.9 million total viewers. The league has a 6-year broadcast with TNT, True TV, Max, as well as YouTube Live and a bunch of other international streaming options. The players earn a total compensation of $8.65 million, between their base salary to the one-on-one tournament to the championship, which does make players want to play more. And more players they have 2 expansion teams in Unrivaled. It's more players are playing than last year. It generated immediate profitability. They got over $27 million in revenue. And this is all for a league that has been around one time for 2 months. The league only runs 8.5-ish to 9 weeks. And there's very few other startup leagues that come close, especially being founded by current players. If you're not the target audience, that's totally cool. Just don't subscribe to it. But let's not, embarrass ourselves. And let's not be disrespectful just because they're women. Because it's embarrassing and it's tired and you don't accomplish anything by being ignorant on the internet. Just don't watch. That's what I have to say.
Said.
Mr. Lansing and Mr. Thomas.
Mr.
There were men who said that.
Well, I just want to give him the respect of saying Mr.
Oh, well, their respect will be plastered in the middle of the video.
Cool.
Let's move along to our game. I'm switching the script now on you. I'm going to give you a player. You can let me know if you're standing by that player or if you're going for another player.
Okay.
And I need you to envision all of these players in their prime.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard.
That's the subject?
That's the subject.
So.
Prime Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
Lock in, take a walk down memory lane. I knew you were going to make that face. Prime Kawhi Leonard. Don't play him. Don't act like.
What's funny is I heard someone compare Kawhi to some guys earlier this week and it had me thinking about it. So it's funny that you picked Kawhi.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I did not know that. I'm so glad you didn't mention it. It made it more of like a serendipitous situation. Anyway, Jimmy Butler.
Kawhi. That was one of the comparisons.
Really?
They were saying...
Is this a video?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok.
Dang, I would have made...
Player's Choice, but they were saying if Jimmy was drafted to the Spurs, he would essentially have had the same career as Kawhi, or better.
Interesting. Wait, that's crazy, because now I wish I saw that. That would have made doing this a lot easier for me. I spent a lot of time doing this.
Oh, well, that was just the one comparison.
Pulled from my head. Okay. Paul George.
Kawhi.
Jason Tatum.
Kawhi.
Carmelo Anthony. Do, 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 do. It gets a little hard.
Prime Kawhi or Carmelo.
A little different.
Yeah.
But still, I thought that would be fun.
I'm taking Carmelo. Sorry.
Okay. I'm not. You don't gotta apologize
I'm
to me.
up out of there.
Manu Ginobili.
Oh, Kawhi.
T-Mac. Do, do. I'm just kidding.
Kawhi.
Okay. This one I just thought that was interesting. When I was looking up like similar type, his name came up and I forgot about him completely. I don't know where this man is right now. But in his prime, he was very good. Chris Middleton.
You joking? Was that a joke? Was that a joke?
Yeah.
Kawhi.
I know.
I'm thinking you about to say like a Blake Griffin or something. I was so ready to say, oh, he's on Prime Video, you know?
No, his name came up in a photo when they were talking about the Giannis trade, and it was like them together. And I was like, man, I forgot about him. So I thought that'd be a funny joke.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Where is he now, though?
Washington. 4 wins.
Dang.
Getting some money, though.
Dang. Okay. And Ant-Man.
Kawhi.
Cool. I agree with you. The ones that were hardest for me were Jimmy Butler and Carmelo. All the other ones I picked Kawhi very quickly.
Yeah. Van Fleet said
Van Vliet.
Sorry. Kawhi was like, I don't know why they traded for me. I'm not staying here.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
But Kawhi going there and winning a chip is still legendary.
Iconic.
Then he like, I'm out. I'm going to go get paid more money on just my under-the-table funds than y'all were paying me. And so.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Check out our merch. We will have it linked down below.
Let me know if I need to bring these back.
Yeah, I would like them.
Oh.
I want a water bottle, too. Let us know how you feel about the new studio if you're watching us on YouTube. Not really new. Same, but new. We upgraded a little bit. You can tell.
Also, my Sixers beat the NBA Cup champions this week.
Yeah, like right after. That's why I was like,
Without Embiid.
That's right.
Shout out to VJ and Maxey.
Yeah, we're going to a game of theirs by the time this comes out in 2 days. So hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. If you celebrate, happy holidays. We hope that it's a restful, healthy season and time for everybody to unwind and relax and reconnect with themselves. As we go into the new year, we will see y'all next week with a full Unrivaled episode. Really excited about that because it's coming back, guys, and I'm really excited.
Super excited for the Unrivaled. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. I'm bringing the heat.
Yeah, see you in the next one.
Peace.